Hi, everybody. You are tuned in to Houston Come Up, and I'm your host, Devidra Allen. And today we have the best entrepreneurs Houston has to offer and the greatest musical artists that you have ever seen. And we are back with Houston Come Up, and today we have the most infamous movie writer that you have ever heard of by the name of Sandra Bassey, and she is coming on to give you all of the dish on her new project. Miss Sandra Bassey. Miss Sandra, definitely go ahead and take a seat. Well, how have you been today?
Oh, I've been fine.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, tell me a little bit about what you do, Miss Sandra.
Well, I've been writing since I was a little kid, and I just decided to start writing movies.
Oh, movies. Has that been a challenge for you to do movies?
To do the movie, yes. Writing was easy.
Oh, writing was easy. Okay, you have a real good imagination for, different situations, and you can definitely have people to bring those situations out for you.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All the actors that have come out, they are amazing. Very amazing.
Oh, really? Oh, awesome. And tell me, how long have you been actually writing plays? How long have you been inspired to do these movies?
Since I guess when I started writing, I was 10 years old. So
okay, very early.
Writing a movie, that started around 2005.
Okay, awesome. Yes. 2005. Oh, wow. Okay, so explain to all of our viewers, what exactly do you have in the works as of right now?
We're doing the movie Too Dark for Mama.
Okay, Too Dark for Mama. Sounds very interesting and very catchy, I might add, just from the title of it. So can you tell me a little bit about this movie?
It's about a woman who was raised by her grandmother, who was white, and she was prejudiced. And she turned her granddaughter into a racist just like her.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And as she got older, she had a lot of problems. She was doing drugs. And when she had a baby, the baby was by a black man, and it was too dark for her. So she gave it away. So
I'm pretty sure that some of actually our viewers have possibly been in situations like that or know about situations like that. Now, can you tell me, have you personally ran into someone that has a situation like that?
Lots of people.
Oh, wow.
Lots of people. I mean, after I wrote the story and we started, putting the word out about the movie, a lot of people have come to me and said that their lives have been similar.
Wow.
And, it's like taboo in some families that they experience, or feel neglected because of their skin color.
Yeah.
If they're too dark or they're too light.
Definitely. That's definitely something that is out here in the world that a lot of people doesn't even know that type of situation even exists. The part of a racial factor between people. And so what actually inspired you to do what you're doing?
Just what inspired me to do it? I guess, growing up black and, having friends who have the same issues.
Right.
But it never dawned on me from the start that this story was going to turn in that direction. Yes. It just happened. And then as everybody was reading it, it was like, my life was like this.
Yes.
It just took off on its own.
Well, I can definitely tell you, for me, actually looking over the script and being able to read it, it's certain parts in the script that will actually make you cry. It'll make you laugh. It's drama, of course, normal things that go on in between families. So it's a very relatable movie. Now, explain to us, when can we be able to check out this movie?
Hopefully by the summer, maybe early June.
Definitely stay tuned for that. She said by the summertime, you guys. So that is awesome. So let me know know a little bit more about what Sandra Basie actually does. Do you do anything else? Anything as far as do you do anything like plays or invention kind of things of that
Yes,
nature?
I've invented several things.
Oh wow.
One in particular is protector for car seats.
Okay.
A lot of people don't like to put their children in car seats because they cry or they fight with them about it.
Right.
And the car seat is actually there to protect them,
Yes.
and it has the holster,
Okay.
the harness to hold the baby's body in.
Yes.
But the head is still left unprotected.
Right.
And so this apparatus that I've made
Mhm.
protects the baby's head so that it doesn't have any neck injuries or
Yeah.
spinal cord injuries.
And I definitely think that that's awesome, Sandra.
Mhm.
How long have you been thinking about actually being an inventor?
That's been since I was a kid too.
Since you was a kid?
If you see something and you figure you can make it better,
Mhm.
that's how I've always worked.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, do you catch yourself sometime not even knowing it, but having other people to say that they're actually inspired by what you're doing?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay. Okay.
I don't. The word hasn't gotten out a lot about it. We're just in the phases of getting into marketing.
Oh,
But
okay.
I think the biggest problem though with the car seat and protecting babies is that the parents are, they neglect putting their children in the car seat. So
Yes. Yes.
that's going to be the biggest problem.
So we definitely want to make sure that everybody know, all of our viewers to know that definite safety in vehicles is very important because lately, a lot of kids have been actually left in vehicles at the same time. If they're not strapped down properly, they can actually fly out of
Yes.
vehicles.
Yes.
And that is very traumatic. And I'm pretty sure not only for the parents and the family, but it's actually traumatic for the EMT that have to come in, for the police to have to come in to actually see children that have not been strapped down properly, and now they have been actually flown out of car vehicles because of that defect. So that there is definitely an invention that we all need to be on the lookout for. Well,
Yes.
new parents. I'm sorry, new parents. Definitely be on the lookout for that invention by Miss Sandra Basie here. Now, Miss Sandra, as well, let all of our viewers know how can they actually reach you if they tend to want to maybe help out or endorse your invention, or if they want to maybe one day be lucky enough to be in one of your movies or plays. If you decide to go ahead and put those out, how can they actually reach you?
They can email me or call me. If they email me, they can email me at 2darkformama at yahoo.com.
Okay.
And
Awesome.
they can call me on my cell.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely.
That number is 832-806-1832.
Yes, well, that is perfect. Now, do you have any other social media handles that you would like for people to check out when they're looking for Miss Sandra Basie?
Facebook.
Okay, on Facebook.
2darkformama on
Okay.
Facebook.
Okay, awesome. Well, definitely, everybody, Miss Sandra Basie is really a ball to be reckoned with right now. 2016 is definitely her year, so definitely be on the lookout for Miss Sandra Basie. And we definitely appreciate you coming on Houston Come Up today, Miss Basie.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, no problem at all. Well, definitely, we'll be on the lookout, like I said, and take care and make sure you keep pushing and keep doing the inspiring to people that you have been doing thus far.
Okay.
I am one to say I'm definitely inspired by you and what you have going on, and I really thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we'll be right back. All right. Well, next up, we have the most talented makeup artist that Houston definitely has to offer. She has done many, many different things within the line of cosmetics. And we are having Miss Tiffany Franklin on today, ladies and gentlemen. Give her a round of applause. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Yes, you look lovely, honey. Lovely, darling. Lovely. Let her have a seat. All right. Now tell everybody, where do you get this lovely look from, Lord Jesus? You're like a breath of fresh air.
Thank you so much. I said I gotta bring my glam game today. I just got something and put it on.
And that's how you work, honey.
Yes,
you
ma'am.
just get that vision in the morning for a look, and you just go for it.
That's right. Nothing has to match. Just put it on and live it up.
Oh wow, I am feeling that.
Yes,
now let me know a little bit about what you do and how long have you been doing it for?
Well, what I do is I do makeup.
Okay.
I do many variety of makeup. I do natural makeup. I do fantasy makeup. I do theater.
Oh
I do
wow.
Halloween makeup. Whatever you need.
Yes.
I do everything.
Yes.
I put the mind to work and I do it. So it's no limit to what I can do
That is
with the makeup.
wow.
That's what I do.
And tell me, how long have you been intrigued with makeup?
Since I want to say, to put a number on it, since 2006. 2006 was the year I started wearing eyelashes and nothing wasn't looking right. I thought I was cute, but I wasn't always good at doing makeup.
So it took you a little time to advance your craft. Is that correct?
Yes. Oh yes, it took a while. It did take a while. I can't say practice makes perfect. So
Definitely, practice definitely makes perfect.
Yes, ma'am.
Now tell me a little bit about as far as with dealing with like those different foundations and whatnot. Were you one to like look at just different maybe YouTube videos on the different kind of makeups, or are you pretty much just I'm gonna go into the store and I'm just pick out some things and I'm gonna just try this? Are you just a try it kind of person or a by ear kind of person?
Yes, ma'am. I'm a try it kind of person. I can see a skin tone and I can match it up just like that. We are people of many colors and shades, not just including not just us Black African Americans, but everyone.
Exactly.
I can look at your skin and match it up. We're different colors. You gotta match. I go for it. I definitely go for it.
That's
so
awesome.
I'm able to visualize and see it beforehand. So I buy almost every color foundation and I mix it and I be able to match it up and contour, get that 3-dimensional look. So,
oh Lord, that's
yes,
that lovely, that flawless face look. Oh wow. Now I'm really, really loving that.
Yes,
okay. Now tell me as well. Now, do you do like parties or you do like just personal clients, like as far as maybe musical artists, females or actors, like who all do you do makeup for?
I do makeup for everyone. Anyone who needs makeup, I'll do classes if I have to.
Okay, classes
I'll do
is
it at my house.
awesome.
I'll go to church and do it in
Oh,
fellowship
wow.
hall. Well, I've had it before. People have requested it. So I do makeup for everyone. I turn no one down because makeup is it's evolving now.
Yes,
2016
very much.
is very evolving now.
Very much. A lot of people I know that they started kind of like with the glitter up here. And I'm sorry, I wear makeup and I love makeup, but I kind of forget the name of it sometime or what I'm putting on. So, when they have the little glitter up here at the top, and I'm like in love with that look.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I love glitter.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Right now, a lot of people don't like it too much, but I love it.
Yes.
I try to convince them.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
You can say, well, here, I'm going to just dab a little bit of this on
It's
you. You just tell me how it is.
2016.
It's definitely.
Houston, come up.
Yes, Houston, come up, baby.
Damn.
You definitely have to want to try new things, bring things out there just on your own, even if other people are not doing it. You really have to dare yourself to be different, and that's what I love about it. That's definitely what I love about it. Now, tell me a little bit more about, do you do children as well, or is it just adults? You do children as well?
Yes, I've had children parties where I did makeup on them, and
wow.
it was amazing.
Wow,
They
that's
loved
awesome.
it, and they were definitely feeling themselves. So,
Oh,
yes,
Lord
ma'am, I do children
Jesus.
parties.
The
Yes.
babies need their makeup done too,
Yes, they wanna
honey.
stay
It's 2016, baby.
Stay beat.
Well,
So, yes,
yeah,
ma'am.
I'm definitely loving that. I love your enthusiasm. Excuse me. I love that you actually love what you do. You've been doing it for so long, and I know that you have possibly kind of ran into a few bumps along the road. Now, can you tell me a little bit about your struggles with you doing makeup?
Well, with the struggles of doing makeup, not being able to afford most makeup, you kind of, how they say, it started from the bottom.
Right.
So you kind of, gotta work your way up. There are brands and different things that you can do, but you can always ball on the budget. So, just dealing with, yes, ball on the budget. So, if you can't afford, those expensive brands, hey, don't be ashamed to go to your local beauty supply,
That's right. That's
But
right.
that's major, the main thing, just budgeting everything and trying to afford the best of the best. Because you got the people out there on YouTube, they got everything. And you like, oh, I wish I could, get everything.
Exactly.
But, it is what it is. You do what you can do.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you run into competition,
Definitely run
Don't
into
find that as a
competition.
struggle. Competition, I pray to y'all make it. So,
That's awesome. Now, I definitely want to see, have you been influenced by anybody else? Like, did they kind of pave the way for you to actually know really what you want to do in life as far as being a MUA?
Well, I can say that I do have younger ladies, such as my nieces and, cousins that are looking up to me. You have people that are coming up, they're looking at you. I have a 17-year-old niece, and right now she's looking at everything that I'm doing.
Yeah.
And she wants to be able to follow in those footsteps. So I'm teaching her how to, do the makeup. So that encourages me and that keeps me going. So.
Well, that's a good thing. I would say instilling in our younger generations on them coming out to do their own entrepreneurship kind of venture is definitely something real big. And I've heard actually a lot in 2016 about a lot of people wanting to really start their own business.
Yes.
And, it doesn't even matter about age, because I've seen people as young as like 16 that really already knew what they wanted to do.
Yes, ma'am.
And they're out there hustling and bustling on their own to do what they have to do. So with that, you definitely have to be inspired by somebody with a vision as yourself. Now, and that's definitely awesome. Now, tell all of our wonderful viewers, how can they reach Miss Tiffany Franklin?
You can reach me. Number one source is Facebook. My name is Tiffany Franklin. Instagram, Tiffany Eyes, TIFFANI, EYEZ, no spaces. You can also email me at tiffanyeyes@yahoo.com. But definitely the Facebook and Instagram are the two main media sources that I use.
Okay, awesome. And tell me, I got one more question for you.
Yes.
Now, do you travel? Because a lot of people may want to know, well, hey, I have this wedding and I need for you to come here at 5 o'clock in the morning and glam up my whole wedding party. Do you do things like that? Are you comfortable with the travel?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right.
Yes, I do
Well,
travel.
that is awesome. Well, and as well, because your hair, it seems like you just have everything just put together. Now, do you do a little of the personal stylist kind of thing on the side as well?
Yeah, I can hook you up.
Okay, that's another business venture, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Make sure you definitely check
Yes.
out Miss Tiffany Franklin here.
Yes.
She's definitely somebody to be reckoned with in 2016. Now, I definitely appreciate for you coming on Houston Come Up to let everybody know about what you do and just how inspired you are by what you do. And, we definitely take all of that as inspiration. We're all definitely soaking it on in. Definitely, viewers, do not sleep on Miss Tiffany Franklin. She is really on point with everything, as you can see on today. So definitely check her out for future endeavors now.
And I must say also be expecting Tima Cosmetics, all handmade cosmetics by myself, coming in April 2016.
April 2016, ladies and gentlemen, she is having her cosmetics line launched. So we are definitely going to stay tuned and keep up with Miss Tiffany Franklin for 2016, ladies and gentlemen. All right, well, we'll be back. All right, we are welcoming now Miss Tiffany Wilson of Bougie Couture. Miss Wilson. Lovely. Yes, darling. Want to have a seat. Now, I have been hearing about you all over Houston, honey, okay? Darling is definitely the word, okay? From 2015, as long as I've been knowing you. And I see that it's rolling off of a lot of people's tongue. Now, tell me a little bit about what you do and what you have going on.
Well, of course, I'm a stylist located right here in Houston, personal and celebrity and anything else that you want me to dress up. The dogs, the cats, doesn't matter.
Multi-talented, baby.
Yes. So I sell clothing, but I do more than just sell clothing. I sell beauty. I sell empowerment. I sell esteem. I want you to feel good in what you're wearing.
Yes.
So that's basically what we focus on at Bougie Couture.
Okay, now explain to all of our viewers as far as like sizes. Do you deal with a bunch of smaller sizes or bigger sizes, or like what really do you cater to?
Well, Bougie Couture believes that all women, all shapes, all sizes are bougie. So we go all the way up from small, darling, all the way up to 4X. Okay?
Yes,
so we clear everybody. We make sure everybody gets that bougie.
And that's a real good thing, because a lot of people are not really wanting to embrace all different sizes. They kind of just want to stay within maybe just the smaller sizes, but they're not really understanding that it's more out there. It's more people out there that needs what you have. You know, and you definitely have it all. I can tell that you're a very good people person. So now tell me a little bit more about actually how Bougie Couture got started.
Okay, let's see how that started. I was working for the Department of Diplomatic Security, which is it was actually a national government branch, and it was pretty cool. It was pretty awesome, but I was kind of jazzy every day. I was going to work. They was like, "What, are you coming in working? Next, we're waiting." Like, it was like a fashion show every day going to work. And, I mean, it's been my blessings. I was like 9 years old. I used to draw sketches. I always thought that this is exactly where I would be. You know, and so I jumped up one day and I told my boss, "I love you, I really do, but I got something else I got to do."
That's
and
right.
I got to go dress some people.
That's
and
right.
I started this in 2014. Will be 2 on the 16th. What's today?
13. There we go. There we go.
2 in a couple of years. So it's been a nice run for 2 years. It's been a nice run.
Wow. Now, tell me. Now, you have been forever dreaming about being a owner. That has been something that when you wake up in the morning, you're like, I have to have my own. I have to. So definitely let our viewers know that if they have a dream, that they definitely need to follow that dream under any circumstances.
Under any circumstance.
No, tell me now. I know you probably ran into a few bumps in the road as well with trying to get started with your business. So let all of our viewers know what kind of bumps in the road have you experienced, and how did you actually get through those bumps?
With grace.
Definitely need that
With
now.
grace. You must have grace.
Definitely.
Some of the obstacles, I came in on plus size.
Okay.
And so when you come in on a particular size, they kind of shun you on the other side.
Wow.
So it was amazing to see how the traditional side was like, oh, she's plus size. I'm like, no, darling, I'm everything. We're going to watch and see, you know. So it was kind of an obstacle getting over that stereotype that people like to put on you. Of course, you know, most people know that I'm a vixen, and they take that and they turn it to a negative thing. There's nothing wrong with that. And so we kind of had to get through that obstacle too. It was like, I am what I am, and I'm going to be what I'm going to be, and I'm going to be bougie.
And you have to. Darling, if that is what's in you, in order for you to inspire people, and I would say definitely be yourself. When you wake up in the morning, it should not be to be somebody else. It should be to be yourself and follow whatever dreams that you have in your mind and in your focus for you to do.
Yes, very important to be yourself.
Yes.
People will accept you at what you are. You know what I'm saying? It might take them a little while to sip that wine, but eventually they will taste it and they will like it. Especially once they get to realize that it is you and you're being genuine and you're being honest.
That's right, that's right. And that's definitely a very important part with being in business, I'm pretty sure, and that's being genuine and honest with a lot of people that actually follow you and want to actually do what you do.
Yes.
Now tell me, now you have a boutique here in Houston? Okay. And tell me a little bit about how long have you actually been at your location, and where can people actually come to check out some of your Bougie Couture fashion?
Okay, so our first location was on Antoine Drive.
Okay.
We was there for a year. That was our open retail. So currently right now we have a private studio that you have to get an invite to. So you have to email us or Facebook us and schedule an appointment to come and visit our space.
Okay.
For me to be your personal shopper.
Okay.
We are looking forward to 2017 because we're stepping into our next venture. We want the Boogaloo. We want to be the Walmart.
Oh, are you gonna give us a little
Just
detail, a little snippet? Yeah, a little bit.
Yes. You know, we're definitely got some balls in motion, and we closed our first space so that we could go forward with the second space because it's bigger. It's a lot more square footage. It has a lot more entities to it, and so we're bringing on designers. We're showcasing. We have designers. So Bougie Couture is just not a boutique.
Okay.
We actually manage four other designers. So my dream is just not about selling clothes. It's also about helping other people get their dreams off the ground.
Exactly.
It's not my first business. This is actually my third.
Oh wow! What else have you actually been into? Now you know that question was coming.
I did.
I need to know everything, honey. I need to know it all.
As I sip my tea, because I was trying to figure out how I was going to spill that tea.
Oh, Lord.
But now that it's out there, I actually owned an outsourcing company. Mystique Outsourcing was my first company, and that was back in 2004. Okay, and then that was an event coordinating event planning. Okay, so we came together and we made things out pretty for you. We got different things that you needed us to get. So I was just like your go-to girl. If you wanted me to go find people for this and find people for that and get you flowers for this, that's what we did. So I stopped doing that and I went to selling purses and accessories. I made my own accessories for a long time, and that was with Always Pink Fashions. And we stuck through that for a long time. And then when the recession hit in 2008, it took a bad toll on the business. It did. So we stopped and I went back to corporate for a little while, but now I'm back.
All right. Well, we are definitely happy that you are back to inspire and enlighten a lot of people about entrepreneurship. Now, tell me as well. Now, I know, like I said, along the road, I know it's bumps and hurdles and here and there, but is there anything as far as like personal life that you think that kind of sometime might get in the way a little bit, but you're able to balance it some kind of way? Because some people tend to just say, well, you know, I don't have enough time for this, that, or the other. But my thing, the way I think about it is that if you really love what you do, then you'll always make the time and have the time to put that into works. So tell me, have you ran into anything personally that where people was telling you that you can't do it and that this dream of yours is not going to work because of this, that, or the other? Have you ever ran into anything like that?
You get it all the time. And being an entrepreneur is basically, in a nutshell, a balancing act. You're trying to balance home life, you're balancing your personal life, you're balancing this. You're going to lose friends, you're going to lose relationships, your time at home is going to struggle. So when you go into being an entrepreneur, you kind of have to understand all of those mechanisms that's to it. It's not just about being an entrepreneur, but it's about balancing. And balancing can be very, very difficult, but it can be done. The best advice I could give is a planner. Write things down. Segregate, dedicate, section things off, section family time off, section business time off, so that everybody feels like they're getting your time.
Exactly.
Including your business.
Exactly. And I know it's not easy. I know and let all of our viewers know as well that this is not just some 8-hour thing that you do.
No, it's
this is 24 hours. Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen?
Being an entrepreneur does not have a clock. It's not a 9 to 6. It's not an 8 to 5. It's not a 10 to 7, ladies and gentlemen. It is 24 hours a day. A day. And it can be very hectic. I have children. I have 3 beautiful children.
Babies.
So, babies. So I came, you know, so you have to give them theirs and then so it's a balance today. But it's 24 hours a day.
Well, I'm definitely happy that you actually brought up that aspect that you have children, because a lot of our viewers might have children and they might be a little bit discouraged about getting into whatever they want to do in life because of that. And so I'm definitely even more inspired by you, by the simple fact that you do have children and that you are continuing to follow your dreams here. Now, let everybody know exactly where can they see your fashion. Is there a website? Is there an email that you wanted to give any of our wonderful viewers?
Yes, viewers, you know we are very in tune with our social media, darling. So you can go to our website. It is www.bougiecoutureboutique.com. Bougie, Boujie. There's so many spellings, darling, but there's only one Bougie Couture.
That's
okay?
right.
You can also find us on Facebook. That's Bougie Couture Boutique. You can also follow us and like us on Instagram. Okay,
right.
that's Bougie Couture. You can tweet us
Right.
at Bougie Couture
That's right.
1. Okay, we
Yes.
also have model groups. If you just type in Bougie, so many things will pop up. We work heavily in the community. As
Oh,
you know, we have a
awesome.
charity benefit coming up pretty soon.
Yes,
April
yes,
10th, that we're
honey.
looking forward to. We're going to
Yes.
empower children.
That is awesome. Thinking about the babies.
They
It's
got to think about
always
the
thinking
babies.
about the
They are the
babies.
future.
Yes,
the
they
future.
are. So we definitely have to look out for their future and make sure that they stay busy enough to make sure that they're productive as they grow up in this society.
You said earlier, be bougie, dog.